to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. We are back with another little cooking video, and I can't lie, I don't know if this one is going to be doable. We are doing the 7 meals from ASDA, 40 quid for 2. I don't know, I've just planned it all out and I've done the list that we need, and I'm kind of worried. We're going to try the Valentine's Day menu out of this, my lovelies. So I believe it's about £12. So that takes the rest of the shopping down to £28 that we need to get. And looking at it, it's going to be very tight. I think it is indeed. So if you haven't seen these videos, I tell you what we're going to cook, and then you get like a little evening segment of me whenever we do it. It's not going to be 7 days on the trot because we're out. There's Valentine's, we're at concert, we're at mum's, so it's just 7 meals. But I have to plan this so that I know where we are because I'm more visual. So tonight, it is Saturday, we're starting off, and we are having a roast beef dinner. So I feel this month may be the last one where we're using quite a bit in the freezer. So I've already got the beef out. I just need to get bits and bobs for the batter, to do the Yorkshires, the veg, and some more potatoes. Sunday we are out. We are off to Las Iguanas for a little bottomless brunch tapas thing, so no cooking tomorrow. Our next meal will be ostrich burgers. So we've got some ostrich burgers from when we went to Morrison's a few weeks ago, and I was like, you know what, let's get them out and give them a go. So we just need like the burger baps. We're going to do some homemade chips with them, a little bit of salad, kind of just a nice easy dinner for a Monday when you get back from work and it's kind of like, ugh, the last thing I want to do is cooking all the time. Tuesday, we are at mum's. So me and mum will be having our little Valentines, and I'm very much looking forward to that, I can't lie. And then Wednesday, I'm going to be cooking 2 meals on Wednesday because Thursday we are off to a concert. So we're not having dinner, but I still want to cook a meal. So we're getting a bulk load of the chicken breasts out. And on the next meal, we are having a teriyaki chicken stir fry, which I'm very, very happy about because I get to use my wok. I don't think I've actually used my wok yet, so the little joys in life, you know. And then what I will also be cooking alongside that will be Spanish chicken and rice. So I want to get a little Spanish chicken sauce, get a bit of chorizo. I do actually need some more rice. Have I written rice down? Yes, I have. I do need a little bit more of that. And then on Friday, we are going to get, as I say, the ASDA Valentine's meal. So we're going to see how that is. It's about £12. I think you get a starter, a main, 2 sides of dessert, and I think you even get a bottle of wine with it. I think. Saturday, we're actually off out in London for the day, but I think if we grab anything out in London, it will just be a light bite. We're actually going to have dinner back here because it's still going to be kind of like our little Valentine's weekend, and we don't have any plans for the Sunday, so it's going to be a nice chilled weekend after our little trip in London. We might be trying to pop to cinema. We're trying to see the Nosferatu, where we can see a timing for when we think we'll be back from the trip. But I will be cooking a chicken and prawn risotto. I used to blooming love cooking risottos and paellas back at mum's, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. So we're going to do it. The only difference, I'm not putting white wine in there. However, if we get a white wine in the Valentine's meal, I might actually be able to pop a bit in. We'll see. I've got veg stock cubes, that's the main thing of it. Oh, I need to look for some parmesan. See, I'm adding expense as we're sitting here, my lovelies. And then on the last meal, which will be the Sunday, it is pasta and ravioli night. So you know us, we love a little rana or an own brand little tortellini ravioli, bit of garlic bread, good to go. So yeah, do I think we're going to be able to get all of this for 40 quid? It's handy that we haven't got to get the beef, the burgers or the chicken breast. We will have to pick up some prawns. But I don't know. I think because the Valentine's meal's taking quite a chunk of it, it's taken over a quarter. We will see. So yeah, she'll probably have a little time lapse now of me at Tesco. Not Tesco, it's ASDA. Brain fog, Shannon Lee. ASDA, you'll see me chucking some bits and bobs in the trolley, and let's see if it actually comes in under budget like Lidl. I'm not sure about this one.
I'm looking out from my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone.
Right, I was correct. This is going to turn into 7 meals for under £45 because the grand total, my lovelies, was £44.39. But I don't think that's bad for the amount of food we have, considering one of the meals was £12 just under, and you in essence get 3 courses. So we're getting a 3-course meal within this £45. I was trying to think where I could have potentially scaled back, and it would have been something so little as, say, that £4.39, probably not picking up baby corn, arborio rice, because this was about £1.80 for the arborio rice, so that we could have maybe done with that, but I wanted to do a risotto, and potentially losing a pasta and a sauce. But I still don't think that all of this is bad. We have detoured on one of them from a Spanish chicken to kind of a tomato-based chicken, but I'm going to season it up with spices and that. So today I already have the oven on. We are having roast beef. The beef from the butchers is all here. We're going to sort that out. The oven's on, heating up. And with that, we already had some potatoes and we've got some carrots. So I just picked up a broccoli head and some gravy granules. Nice and easy, 99p and about 78p. For the ostrich burgers, I already have the burgers, we just need to get them out. We have the potatoes to do for chips. We picked up a sweet and delicate bistro salad. That's going to be our little lettuce garnish. I believe that was about 67p. Where are we? They don't put as much description on ASDA, I've noticed. 85p salad bag. Dan picked up some brioche rolls. What do rolls come under? 99p. So we've got some brioche rolls. I mean, we've only got 2 burgers, but it's fine. You can have some of them to snack in the week. And then for the teriyaki chicken stir fry, we already have the chicken breasts, but I picked up a big bag of peppers. These were £1.60 for 6. I didn't think that was too bad because it was £1.40 just for the normal 3, albeit they were slightly larger. And we picked up some little mushrooms for £1. Already have the chicken, but I actually thought it was really good. This teriyaki, like, they do like stir fry bundles. So we picked up the bean sprouts. These were 50p on their own. And then they've done a meal deal of £2.50 where you got a veg, a noodles and a sauce, let's say £2.50. So we got the teriyaki stir fry. We then got protein egg noodles. I don't know what's making them protein, but we'll see. And then we got a mild and crisp dami bean and broccoli stir fry. So we'll chuck that in, and as I say, that'll actually be quite nice. Chuck in, we've got some onions still to use up, and make a little stir fry. And then of course on the same day, I will be cooking a Spanish chicken. But the Spanish chicken, my lovely, I picked up a long grain rice. This was, I feel like the rice, 52p. Very different to the arborio rice, which, where did you come up as? £2.40. You was even more expensive than the 180 that I thought you was. That's where the budget went, I'm afraid. Picked up this, as I say, 52p. Wow, okay. And what I will do, the Spanish chicken was £1.75, I think, and I was like, can you imagine if I'd have got that? I'd been well over. So what I picked up is a tomato and garlic pasta sauce. And then I thought, I've got cayenne, I've got garlic, I've got paprika, I've got herbs. I'm just going to season it up myself. So with that, chicken breast we already have. We have onions, so I'll probably just use a little bit of the mushrooms, a little bit of the peppers and the rice. That I will be eating as a lunch. So you might not get a, you'll probably get a voiceover on that actually, because I won't be filming at work. But yeah, that will be a lunch. However, I will be cooking it at the same time. And then because Friday is Valentine's, we actually tried the meal, which was a starter, a main, 2 sides, a dessert and a bottle of wine for 12 quid. Which, you know what? I can't grumble at, guys. We just went into Waitrose and they had it for 20. Same as M&S. Probably slightly better range of stuff, but you know what? We're not going to judge here. We picked up for starters. Dan chose the starters, I chose the main, and then Dan chose the dessert and I chose the wine. So 50-50. These are 2 goat cheese and caramelised onion tarts. Very nice, and actually probably have a little bit of salad left over with them if they have any. And then our mains, we picked up 2 sirloin steaks with smoked garlic and pink peppercorn butter. I went for these ones because the butters was in the shape of the heart. They had rump steaks with garlic butter, but it was just a normal knob, you know? And I thought, no, we'll try and keep it lovey-dovey. And then we picked up as our sides beef dripping skin on chips and chantenay carrots with honey and thyme. Very nice of them. And then Dan picked the dessert of 2 espresso tiramisu cups. Now, I love tiramisu, not so much espresso, so I feel like it's going to be very sharp. And then, as I say, we're still absolutely clueless with wine, even after the vineyard. It was either this or a red bottle, and we was kind of like, But thinking of this, we can actually put some in the risotto. I know I was just going to use stock, however, you only need about 100 ml, I think, normally for a risotto. I think we'll keep a little bit here. It says a crisp and fresh Sauvignon Blanc has great depth of flavours with complex aromas of gooseberry, passion fruit and elderflower. Okay then, we'll give it a go. As I say, we're not any wine connoisseurs just yet. And then we also had, where are we? We had Parmesan risotto night, yes. Coming through to Saturday, I picked up some garlic and parsley marinated prawns. We will already have the chicken breast. I have the stock, as I say, the Oreo rice, £2.40. Robin. I picked up this, again, this was £1.85. You would have seen they had the vegetarian option for £1.25, and I was like, I don't have cheese often now, so I would actually like to have normal cheese. So we got Gran Padano. And then I also picked up for £1.75 a big bag of frozen peas, because I actually do love fresh peas within a risotto. You're probably like, Shan, but they're frozen, but you know what I mean. And then for our pizza pasta night, we went for pasta. We got a garlic bread, 37p, just the Just Essentials. If you've seen the video where me and Mum ate all of Just Essentials for a week, majority of the stuff we couldn't taste the difference with, so 37p, we picked that up. And then the pastas and sauces was 2 for £3.50. So we got a sauce of creamy tomato and mascarpone. And then we've got 3 different pastas. One of these we'll probably just keep in the fridge for whenever. But we have a spicy sausage tortellini. We have a bolognese tortellini. And we also have a spinach and ricotta tortellini. So I feel like we'll probably have one of the meat options with this. Bit of the sauce, garlic bread, And that, my lovely, will be 7 meals, one of which being a 3-course. I would love to say it was under 40 quid. It's going to be under 45 on this one. Oh, and I've got some slices of chorizo. These are actually to go in the burgers and also the Spanish chicken. I forgot about that. So yeah, I was a little gutted that it was over, but when I look at the quantity of food we've got, and as I say, we do have a 3-course, I'm gonna be lenient, and I think we've not done too bad. So yes, the oven is on. I'm going to start putting the beef in and do my Yorkshire pudding batter, because tonight, it may be a Saturday, but we're having a roast dinner. Right, beef is in. Dan has just sorted the beef out, so I was like, you know what? I'll crack on with the Yorkshires, because you need to leave them. I like to give it at least a good hour in the fridge to settle. And of course, it's BBC Good Food's best Yorkshire pudding recipe, which is 140 grams of plain flour. Now, they always say to sieve it, which you normally should do. Oh God, a little bit over. The last few times I've done it, I've just done it straight from the bag, and I actually find they come out, I like mine a tad denser, so when you put it apart, it's almost like fluffy but a dumpling, like you get that big pocket in the middle, so you can fill it with your peas and your gravy. Yes, please. And then you need 4 eggs. Let's have a look. Crack the eggs open, and it's 200 millilitres of milk. Now, with the filling, let's say, or the seasoning of your Yorkshires, it all depends what you want. You can go just plain salt and pepper. You can go plain just nothing if you wanted. You could put mustard in them. We've done mustard ones before, Dijon and English. And we've done garlic ones, we've done herb ones. I think what we're going to do today, just for everyone's taste buds and not overcomplicate stuff, we're going to do just a little mixed herb one. So you crack your eggs in. Let's have a look. Good job, we've got a lot of tea towels. We've got tea towels for actual use, tea towels just for like wiping your hands on, tea towels for everything you could imagine. So you literally put your eggs into your flour. Once that's like a thick consistency, you then put your milk in, put all your seasonings and whatever you want in there, and there's your Yorkshire batter. And as I say, if you can, ideally, it's best to leave it overnight. Any type of batter, whether it be Yorkshire pudding, like fish and chip batter, toad in the hole, it's best to do it if you can and leave it overnight. But if not, I always say, as long as you've got like a good hour, and then I always do it and pour half the milk in at the time, just so that you don't get any lumps and you get a nice smooth batter. And this makes 6 like deep muffin size ones. It's a good little quantity. So as I say, 140 grams plain flour, 200 ml milk, 4 eggs, and then whatever seasoning of your choice that you want. And as I say, today we're just going to go for plain mixed herbs. The only thing I do mix, I haven't got one of these plastic bowls with the lips on the side. If you remember at Mum's when I used to do the Yorkshire pudding batter, I could just pour it straight into the jug. I can still do that, but I just have to be very careful. So I've got my mixed herbs. We're going to dash a few of them in. Nothing spectacular. Good little dusting. Mix it through. And in it goes. And I've got the beef in at 180, wrapped in foil with salt, pepper and butter. I'll cook that for an hour, and then I will take that out of the foil and let it go in with the roast potatoes. The oil for the Yorkshire pudding has also just gone in, because I like to give that a good 45 minutes just to slowly warm through. And then, as I say, you have this for a good hour. And that, my lovelies, is Yorkshire pudding batter done.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late.
Hello my lovelies, happy Monday, happy Monday. As you would have seen there, it is ostrich burger night. Now I can't lie guys, I've never had ostrich, and these were from Morrison's, I want to say, when we last went out. Let me just pop that on there for the moment. Does anyone else's ironing board just turn into like a coat hanger? Dan has chopped up the tetties for us. I feel like you only get 2 in here. If you get more, oh no, it is only 2. That's fine. I've got to grill them or pan fry them. I think we'll pan, you can't even see me. I think I'll pan fry these, but if anyone's had these, please do let me know. We've got the brioche buns, the sweet delicate salad, but I'm going to do, we've got the chips in wedges, pop in the air fryer, and then burgers actually shouldn't take that long. I'm going to have mine with some feta. Dan is going to have his with ordinary cheese. You know what I'm doing? Dan's doing the fire. So it's going to be like roughly chopped veggies. I haven't actually used the air fryer, guys, for ages. Let's have a look. We want to air fry. We're going to do it for 20 minutes. There we go. Right, that's all working. I am just going to jump in the shower, so you'll probably see us next in my PJs. And yeah, quick and easy dinner. We was going to go to the cinema tonight, but by the time we've got back, traffic was horrendous today. So no cinema. We might try and get cinema next week while we're away. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. We all have the doors on now. You're actually, you'll see, you'll probably think it's just a door. But little sneak peek, we actually have a bathroom door on there now. And yeah, slowly coming together, because as I say, I feel like these last few days before we go away, these are the times that we want to just try and get all the last bits and bobs done, because a lot of things are changing once we're back from holiday. So it's all good. As I say, the mustard of choice, I really like this, guys. If you see this, this is the primer. It's down like the European aisle in Tesco, and it's only £1, but honestly, yes. So there's not going to be a lot in the burgers, to be honest. We're going to have the mustard, the bistro salad, some cucumber, and then Dan's got cheddar, and I'm going to have some soft crumbly feta, and then we're going to have some nice little wedges. I'll do them for 20, give them a toss, and then I'll probably put some, have I got any chip seasoning? I'm sure I've got chip seasoning here somewhere, or if not, we'll give it a little of mixed herbs or something. But yeah, happy Monday, my love.
We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace. Daydreamer, kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to them days. Running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
Right, so potatoes are on the last 5 minutes. Burgers are just in. They said it only takes 5 minutes, so we'll see. That wasn't how I thought they was going to come out. I didn't realise they was going to be packaged like that internally. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just doing a little few slices of cucumber. We'll start to dress the buns. As I say, I'll pop some air fryer oil on the titties, just with some salt and pepper. And then, yeah. Do you want mustard spread all over yours, Dan? Yeah. Let's start prepping some burgers. So, as I say, the ostrich burgers is not what I thought, but we'll give them a go. The wedges have come out. Lovely. I just put salt and pepper on them. But these ostrich burgers are supposed to be like 3 grams fat, 23 grams protein. And I have heard people speak about ostrich in terms of like meat. But it's supposed to be really good. So if anyone has tried this, please do let me know. But we'll have our first impressions of an ostrich burger because I don't actually know what to expect. It almost reminds me of a lamb burger. Oh, that's unusual. Oh my god, that could actually be the most like weirdest thing I've eaten, ostrich.
Yeah.
I'd say it's octopus for the minute, like that's not really your conventional. I would still pick them up. If I saw them again. Very soft, because it's not like a, obviously it's not like a beef. It doesn't seem to be like packed as much. It's said to cook on for 5 minutes, so I've done 5 minutes to the minute, 5 minutes to the second, and still pink in the middle. Kind of like GBK. I don't think you would know that that was ostrich. For me, I feel like it's like lamb. I've got a mouthful. We're going to sit here. We're on the last season of Peaky Blinders, guys, and then after that I think we've got a few films to watch. We want to watch George Foreman and see what's about them. What do you think the next series could be? I thought it was going to be something like Vikings, because we've had that on the list for ages.
Okay.
Kardashians is back, so I know that that's going to be my little Tuesday night fix.
Oh.
But
I'm saying, what? Let's not start that from season 1.
Well, no, oh, I mean, we could do.
Could do.
I actually have the original Keeping Up with the Kardashians on DVD.
I should keep it there.
We'll bring it from Mum's.
No.
I do actually want to watch the Molly May thing, so that is what Dan classes as like my shit TV. So when I have my weekly evening on my own, that is what I'll be doing. Feet up, watching my shite TV, waiting for you to come home and say, what are you doing? I'll be like, watch Kardashians. It'd be like, ugh.
Productive.
Yes, productive as always. I don't think these terrible. I'm going to give these for my first time. And as I say, I cooked it how they said. I don't know. I've got nothing to compare it to. I'd give that a good 8.5, that burger. I just wish there was 2 per thing. Because I'm absolutely starving today, guys. All I've had is 2 little flatbreads with a bit of hummus and a pot of oats. I'm ravenous.
Yeah. don't know why they only done the two
in a bag, yeah. So they was on special. It was supposed to be 2 for £5, and they was down to 2 for £4. So we'll give it a go. But yeah, Monday food done. Lovelies. Oh, what an evening. 2 hours to get back because they'd closed the bridge, there was traffic on the A12, and I'm just like, the one night I've actually got to film 2 dinners. So you would have seen an overview there of, because I'm doing the Spanish chicken with rice for lunch tomorrow because we're at the concert, so I need a good portion of that to sustain us. And then we're having a stir fry tonight, which I'm actually thinking I might actually just freeze the Spanish chicken and rice, because I feel like we're going to have leftovers actually from the stir fry. But I need to cook all the chicken up because I then need the chicken for the risotto, and I don't think it's going to keep until Saturday if I leave it out raw. So yes, I'm just going to cook up the chicken in both the wok and the frying pan, and then once all the chicken's cooked, I can portion out what I want to keep for the risotto and the Spanish chicken, and then what we're going to have for the stir fry, because yeah, very chaotic. I need another thing, don't I? Yes you do, Shan. Aye. So happy Wednesday. I mean, what is a normal weekday without any traffic, eh? But yeah, the A12 really threw me as to how busy it was, and I come off on a turning I've never come off before. Google Maps then decided to go offline, so it just went from my previous visits to that area, and it put me back on the A12 when I didn't need to go on the A12. So that was highly annoying. And luckily I edited the video for tomorrow, which is the Valentine's, but I don't know if I'm actually going to have it go up on Thursday or whether I'm going to keep it to the Friday. I'm not entirely sure, but I did manage to edit that. I just haven't done all like the final export and thumbnail and bits and bobs like that, you know, so we'll see. Dan has sliced all the veggies, you would have seen there. It was all sliced and that when I come in. I've just diced up the chicken. The rice for the Spanish chicken is done. I might actually chuck some rice in with the stir fry as well, because 1 cup to 2 water, that 1 cup's actually come out quite a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna throw all this in. I do actually need to jump in the shower as well, because there's nothing worse than just sitting in traffic, is there? I was doing a pas de deux trying to get my coat off. I'm just like, help, just help. So I think I'm going to cook some of this up, keep it plain, pop it in the fridge for the risotto, and then the rest of it will be Spanish chicken, which I feel now I'm just going to portion up and freeze, so that at least, oh no, hold on a minute. If there's some stir fry left over, we'll have that tomorrow. And the Spanish chicken, I'll portion up for lunch Friday. And then Friday evening, of course, we've got the 3-course meal. So, okay, right. You know when like your brain's just like, meh. So we're going to have little time lapses of chicken cooking, vegetables getting added, and then hopefully when you see me, I'll have jumped in the shower. I'll see if Dan can just keep an eye on this chicken for me whilst I'm in there. We'll jump in the shower, and then I'll probably be in my PJs, and we'll all be okay. It won't be such a stressful evening, I promise. Right, it's probably actually not the best idea to have this on when I've asking for a problem there, my lovely. So, I'm going to divide half the mixtures. Chicken, I'm actually going to do mum some as well. So if we have Spanish chicken and rice, I'm going to do some for lunch and give it to mum, and then I'll also do a thing of what am I doing tonight? Teriyaki stir fry. I'll also do that for mum, and then I know when we're at the concert tomorrow, she has it also. Yes, I mix and match. I don't trust myself in white bottom when it's that time, you know. So that is how we're going to mix match. I mean, they are love hearts still on the bottom, but it's just not the coordinated version, let's just say. So yeah, just jumped in the shower, literally in our no time for faffing around. We've got too much stuff to do, my lovely. We've got too much stuff to do. And also what I need to do is tidy the house. Shop, we've been doing the doors. So now it's getting the artwork up, and also the shelving, kind of like the decorative bits that I feel are going to take the longest. We don't really have time of it, I can't lie. I'm going to get me a little spice racker. Yes, I am indeed. What have we got here? Paprika. We're going to put some paprika in for the Spanish chicken, because I literally just got a tomato and garlic pasta sauce. Again, you really don't want paprika going over something white, so pop that in. I won't do too much because mum will say it's spicy and stuff. Cajun roll that, no. I do want garlic in both of them. 2 pots, everything on the go, eh? And then I'm going to put a little bit of mixed herbs just in Spanish chicken. I don't want mixed herbs in fin. Look at my bingo when wobbling. God, that's a not too reality, ain't it? Let's move that back in. In you go. And yeah, I'm going to actually probably put you on a time lapse so that you ain't got to hear all the extractor fan and everything going on. Just remember I need different bits if I am, because it's going to be a mixture otherwise, and I don't want Spanish chicken going into teriyaki stir fry. So yes, now you are going to have a time lapse of 2 dishes cooking simultaneously, hopefully. I need to try and make that chicken look somewhat presentable, because I've got to take a picture for a thumbnail. How is it going to be? Because it's in a Tupperware box. So, I tried. We shall see. I did try, my lovelies. However, that ended up looking in the thumbnail. We shall see. But this hasn't actually cooked up too bad. And at least I know that there's lunches for me and Dan for a couple of days, and also that Mum's got dinner for a couple of days. I know what she'll do. When we give it to her tomorrow, as I say, because we're off to James Bay, she'll eat one and then she'll decant the other, and she'll say, oh, yeah, I'll take your container back Friday morning when we go off to work. So that will be Mum, I just know. And I'm being really careful to not spritz anything over my pyjamas. But yes, I'm just going to finish dishing this up, and then we'll have the little overview of the stir fry, and we'll have our little thoughts on it. We're just about another episode of Peaky Blinders. I actually don't know how many we've got left now. So I couldn't actually get 3 portions of the stir fry. So there's stir fry for me and Dan for lunch tomorrow, but I did manage to get 3 portions of Spanish chicken. So at least I know Mum will probably say, oh, Friday. Oh, actually, no, Friday's Valentine's. She'll probably go chicken shop. She'll be okay. But at least I know she's got dinner when we're out tomorrow. Okay. This was a teriyaki sauce. I do like the edamame pre-mixture, and I didn't think that was too bad. The stir fry for the noodles, the veg mix, and a sauce was $2.50. Bean sprouts were 50p, so that's £3 for a stir fry, and you've literally just got to add your meat. Or if you didn't want to have meat, it's just veg. Would you have meat or seafood? Or would you just have
seafood?
You could put prawns in it.
Okay. I do with seafood.
Or would you have a plain veg one?
Plain veg. If you was to give me both and go choose, I'd be like plain veg.
So we could have just done it with just the edamames. But we've added mushrooms, onions, peppers to this. As I say, you probably won't see us eating the Spanish chicken tomorrow, guys, because I'll be at work. Dan will be with Mum. So I'll probably catch up with you Friday. I'll do a little overview of like what it's like once I've cooked it up. But yeah, you probably won't see us until Friday, which would be Valentine's Day. And we've got the 3 course. I'm actually looking forward to that. After having the ASDA last night, and we've got nothing in common with what Mum picked. We've got everything different. I think for what me and Mum had, it was really, really good. But in terms of stir fry, I'll give this an 8.5.
Give it 7.
7. It's not really a stir fry guy. See, I love a stir fry coming into summer. Pak choy.
Coming into summer?
I know we're far from it, but we are trying to healthy eat. I feel like stir fry, you can put so much in it and you get filled up, but like if you've got loads of veggies, it's actually really good on like the calories.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And you can change it with like seafood and the same meat. Well, it's edible at least, guys, after a chaotic evening on the drive back. To get in, whipped up 2 lots of dinners, which are 5 portions worth, well 7 portions worth. We've got 5 there and we've done these 2. I don't think it's too shabby.
I'd never mind.
Dan shaved his head, that's why his hat's on as well.
That's not, it's just that it was on the seat, so I was like...
He's losing the heat from his hair now.
Where can I put it?
on your head. So, yes, we're going to watch Peaky Blinders, and we will see you guys on Friday when it's Valentine's Day. And who knows, someone may be wearing something different. We'll see. Look at that face. See you Friday. Hello, it is blooming cold. We've got the heating on. Thankfully, it did not take me 2 hours to get back tonight. It actually took me just over an hour, which is very, very good. Flew down. Everyone must be at home with their loved ones for Valentine's Day, because today is Valentine's Day, my lovelies. I realised as well I didn't actually show the Spanish chicken. That was because I didn't actually have any of the Spanish chicken. I'd done 3 portions of that. Dan had one, and Mama G actually took one, and she took my one, and she had the stir fry. So she was very, very happy. And she messaged me and was like, oh, this Spanish chicken's nice. I was like, okay. For someone who says you don't have to feed me, she also said, can you cook it when you're next down? So I was like, okay, I'll do it, and I can do it in batch for her. So you will see an overview. We've got the 3 course tonight. We've got the goat's cheese and caramelised onion tarts with steak, chips, and chantenay carrots, with espresso tiramisu cups and a nice bottle of wine. Dan's just polishing up the wine glasses now, and as I say, been very spoilt for Valentine's. Got a lovely bunch of flowers in there, and me and Dan will be in matching pyjamas later. When you see them, if you actually, did I show it? It was for a Christmas or a birthday. I picked him up a t-shirt, and he said, no, it was the shorts. I love my girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And then the t-shirt was actually 5 faces of me, which I still think that's epic.
I love it.
I think he's worn it once under a hoodie. I was like, it's fine. I'll wear it for me. I'll be like, yes, that is me.
I have worn it.
I'll be like, I'm a catfish. Look, this is me with all my different hair colours. And not one of them hair colours is brown. So I can be like, that's fun, Shannon. This is boring hair recovery, Shannon. So, yes, I'm going to jump in the shower.
How is your hair recovery?
It's not too bad. Mum actually said the growth is taking a while, but Mum said it just looks healthier. Okay. She said, like, it doesn't look, and it doesn't molt. It's still very thin, but I've noticed when I brush it and when I wash it, it's not molting as much.
Okay.
So, slowly getting there. I feel like it's going to take a good, the product you have to use for 4 to 6 months anyway. Yeah. So I said to Mum, she was like, don't start dyeing it. I said, what I'll do, I've whacked a brown on it, but Garnier is quite soft in my hair. But in terms of bleach, I don't actually think I'm going to do anything until probably near Mexico. Like, give it a good 9 months. Mm. Which is going to be really hard for me because, oh God.
What you doing?
Oh my God, I almost set myself on fire, guys. That would have been electric for Valentine's Day. That's what have I got in my pocket?
Nothing.
Oh, it's not. It's my phone and my gloves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is going to be boring for me because I like to have my bright coloured hair throughout summer, but if it means that my hair could get back to what it was, I will just be plain Jane for a while.
Okay.
But everyone at work was saying to me today, we actually really like your hair like that. I was like, I hate it. I feel so basic.
Yeah.
All of the accounts ladies was like, your hair looks really nice. I was like, no, I don't like it.
Hmm. I think you're lovely.
They made a joke. They was like, well, you are getting on a bit now. You're going to have to start toning down your hair. And I was like, this is why I need my bright hair to make me look younger. But yeah, it is a journey, guys. I say I have my whole product, and even though I'm using the Monet, I'm also using the rosemary oil that a lot of you guys told me about as well. So I'm doing a big mixture, and I think maybe one day when we're at the cabin, if we have a day in, I'm going to drown my hair in the oil and just let it do its thing. Yeah. But yes, I'm going to stop river rabbiting. I'm going to jump in the shower, quickly see what we've got to do with these, and then I'll make the table. Should we light a candle?
If you want.
We can light the Iceland candle.
Okay. I'll get that done.
Going to be a cosy Friday Valentine's, and then tomorrow risotto. I'm actually really looking forward to doing risotto.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, that's basically him saying stop rabbiting and feed me. I see you doing it. happy Saturday. Oh, it's been a little bit eventful. We've come back from London. Sorry we didn't check in last night. We had dinner, which you would have seen was absolutely lovely. Dan will give you his thoughts later. And then we watched the rest of Peaky Blinders. And then we just had a little bit of us time. So I actually forgot to say what we thought of the ASDA meal deal. But guys, it was really, really nice. For 12 quid, I don't actually think you could go wrong. And the the wine was actually fire. That's what I was trying to say. It was really nice for a Sauvignon Blanc. It was a tad dry, but nothing too, you know, when you get wine sometimes you're like, nothing like that. So we thoroughly enjoyed that. And then today we've been off out into London. You would have seen little bits in 75 day update. I don't know if that will be up before or after this. Which was the Tim Burton exhibition, but me and Mum are going in a couple of months together, so I was like, oh, I'll vlog when I'm with Mum, because we've actually just had a, well, evening last night. You saw the food. Today I haven't vlogged in London. We've just been enjoying our day. And then what was that? Oh, it's my phone. Instagram notifications are a weird noise now. And then today, so we haven't vlogged. Tomorrow we'll be packing. And of all the days, Mum's room doorbell's decided to go on a blink with the chime. And it's saying something's happened with the signal. But the internet's fine. We popped back there before we headed home. And I don't actually know what is up with it. So I was like, of all the times for it to go belly up, basically. She was like, that's fine. I was like, but I can't see you in and out now. She was like, it's fine. I was like, okay, I'll call you on the baby cam. I am having my last little bottle of baby shampoo for Christmas. And tonight is risotto, chicken and prawn. Chicken and prawn, sorry, you know what I mean. So the chicken that I cooked up earlier in the week is here. I've mixed in the prawns. We're just going to have some mushrooms and onion with it, and I've got some peas. It shouldn't take too long. It says that this arborio rice is about 10-15 minutes, which I'm happy with, because sometimes risottos, you can be standing there half hour, 45 minutes. But I thought I had veg stock. We haven't. We've got beef stock. So Dan's just quickly popped to the shop to pick up a veg stock. And looking at this, it's not too bad. Fry the onion and your mushrooms. Add in the rice. Coat it in the oil. Is that him? Yes, it is him. And then gradually add the stock, bit by bit, and then chicken and prawns at the end because they're already cooked. So yes, I will add those in when I add the peas in. I'm going to get that on. I've got one of the new stock pans. Thank you. Gracias. So we have the veg stock now. I will probably add the peas in when I add the chicken and the prawns, because peas don't take long. But I've got one of the new saute pots that Mum got us out of the set in Pro Cook. So we're using this first one. But I was saying, what did you think of the meal last night?
Yeah, it was lovely.
It weren't too bad, was it? And I said the wine, for how much we paid for the meal, 12 quid with a bottle of wine. It actually weren't too, like, paint stripper. But yeah, so tonight you will actually see us in our matching pyjamas, because I think they look very, very snazzy. But I'm going to start dinner, as I say. Shouldn't take more than about 20 minutes, half hour. We finished Peaky Blinders now. We should watch George Foreman. We'll watch a film of George Foreman. We should have saw it in cinema, and then it stopped being in cinema. So yes, you'll see time lapses and chicken prawn risotto. First time you've had a risotto, I think. You've had a bite of mine when I've been out.
Yeah.
He's normally a pizza or a pasta linguine guy.
Definitely.
Right, let's get cooking. We're not going to have any garlic bread today with it, because when we was out and about, so the museum we had to go was, the nearest station was Earls Court, and then you basically just walked down Earls Court High Street, all the way to the bottom where Kensington Gate is, I think, the park. and it was there. So we come out of there and we was like, we still had a bit of time, and we thought, well, we've drove all the way down, we'll see what we'll do before we can jump back on the thing. And I was like, oh, I was like, you can pick up the Piccadilly line from Elscourt. And Dan was like, what are you thinking? I was like, last time we went Harrods, we couldn't get in because we had suitcases. So I was like, do you fancy popping to Harrods? And he was like, go on then. So we jumped on. Dan was in his element looking at watches and whiskies and everything like that. And I was like, I haven't been to the food hall in ages, back like when me and Mum used to go down. And I was like, right, let's go in. And Dan's like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, the food hall. I was like, there's sushi, there's Greek, there's Mexican, there's like your fresh meats, your fresh fishes. So we had a little scout about. Dan, of course, picked up a sausage roll because we all know he likes to grab a sausage roll wherever he goes. And I don't normally do Scotch eggs. So if you say to me like party food Scotch egg, I'm like, no. Because I don't like, I don't know, I think it's something to do with the consistency. But we saw one on the counter. It was next door to the sausage rolls. And it was a pork and black pudding Scotch egg, but it said a soft centre. And I was like, I've made my own Scotch eggs before, and I much preferred them when like they was warm or had a runny centre. So we picked one of them up. Dan got his sausage roll, and then we picked up some rice rolls, which are basically like spring rolls, but they're made with rice paper. And oh wow, they was really nice. We munched them in the car on the drive back, and I was like, well, might as well have a little snack now. We had a long drive ahead of us, so it was like, okay. And then we also got some sushi to try, and it was very, very nice. We got, oh, my eyes are so, oh, no. We also got some drinks. We got a dragon fruit and lime water, just a Fiji bottle of still water because we was gasping going around. And Dan picked up coconut kefir. He thought it was coconut water, and it weren't till it went through and he showed me, and I was like, kefir's like a milkshake. Oh god, I feel like my eyelashes are gonna come off, guys. So he's had a sip of that. He don't like that. And we also got a little fruit salad because it had some dragon fruit in. But we saw the dragon fruits, and considering in Whitechapel, guys, we paid, I think it was £3.50 for a dragon fruit. £15 for a dragon fruit in Harrods. We was like, nah. And then we saw these grapes. Now, when I tell you these grapes, huge. They was in a little basket, probably no more than I'd say 30 to a portion. No, that was £75, and then 24 strawberries was £180 because it was Japanese fruit. Now, I can't lie, they was probably the biggest strawberries I've ever seen in my life. But no, like, I'm quite happy. I don't need that. Give me a bottle of baby shower, I'm fine. It was definitely an eye-opener. And then we went downstairs to the whiskies, because obviously Dan's got his casters and that, and he started a collection, let's just say. The cupboard under the stairs, we've got bottles in there that can be drunk, there's bottles in there not to drink. An investment is, he likes his whiskies. I went more for the tequila and the rum, and I was like, you know what, we're good to go. And had a little look around, and then on the way back, as I say, Dan ate his sausage roll on the tube. I waited till we got to Mum's. We gave Mum some of the food, and then we munched the rest coming back. So we're not going to have garlic bread with it tonight. We're going to have that with pasta shells. But that is all prepped. I'm going to add a little bit of oil in. We're going to use the extra virgin oil for this one. Has he done it? There we go. A little bit of oil in it. We'll fry the mushrooms and onions off. And then what I'll do, I'll put the rice in. Coat the rice with the oil. We'll add stock a ladle each time, and then probably when I add the prawns, chicken and peas, I'll add in the garlic, the herbs, the salt, the pepper, everything like that. So let's get cooking a risotto, shall we? And oh my god, my eyes are stinging like a biatch. pyjamas, guys. I have my boyfriend with a little love shorts, and Dan has matching shorts. Oh, you're on the wonky. Sorry about that, my lovelies. Dan has matching shorts with a top that says I heart my girlfriend. It's amazing what you can find online. I don't think that would have been caught on camera, just mooned basically.
No, I didn't. How can you moon if you've got...
Well, you mooned with your shorts on.
Exactly.
And he's got his beer snuddy on at the moment.
I love this snuddy.
You do?
I do, thank you.
Dan's got a beer one and I've got a pizza one. I feel one... I say he's only snuddy, he doesn't because he steals mine.
No.
What about the one Jenny gave me? That's commandeered as yours at Mum's.
I do know... sorry, let me rephrase that. I do not know what you're talking about, and I have never worn, and you do not have proof of me in a Barbie one.
I do, and I have proof of you in my baby Yoda.
No.
And I feel like you also went in my unicorn one.
Listen, that's between me and you, right?
We need to wear the heart one, the conjoined one. When we have like a movie night, I've got a heart conjoined one that me and Mum wore. So I go in it and you go in it, and then there's a communal like hand holding bit in the middle so we can snuggle up when we're watching our films.
Does that mean you're going to be stealing my snacks?
No, more like you stealing my snacks.
I do steal my snacks.
He does all the time.
I'm organic.
You would have seen we actually didn't watch George Foreman because it was 2 hours 10 minutes, and by the time that would have finished it would have been very, very late. So we actually started Cobra Kai. There's 5 episodes, we've done 2. It's gonna be I hope it's a happy ending, this one.
Yeah.
And Johnny, if you guys have seen, Johnny's had his happy ending. I don't want to say too much in case people haven't watched it, but in terms of yesterday, so the meal from ASDA, absolutely lovely. The chips were gorgeous, weren't they?
They was. I like the carrots.
Yeah, chantenay carrots.
Yeah.
Then we had the pink peppercorn sauce with the steak. We had, the only thing, Dan thought that the goat's cheese tart, he thought that the goat's cheese was like camembert. Right,
that was my fault. Right, it was a case of I picked this, you picked that, we picked that, whatever. And I took the plunge, I was like, that's going to be nice and gooey in it. Nice gooey in the middle. And it bloody well wasn't.
It was still a lovely tart though.
I cannot fault it. It was lovely for what it was, but it was not what I thought. So for me, it was a disappointment.
Bit of a letdown. I said I wouldn't mind actually getting a short crust pastry roll, getting some goat's cheese. We've got plenty of chutneys in from the farm shops.
Yeah.
Making our own and having like a little rocket salad with it one day.
That's right.
We'll do that. And the espresso tiramisu was actually really nice.
That was surprising.
I couldn't remember the ending of Peaky Blinders because we finished Peaky Blinders last night as well. And we said like, it left it so open for there to be more series. But Dan said they're doing a film now. But you know when you get to the end of it and you're like, we've watched 6 seasons. There was no big showdown. Like there's still so much with Mosley and everything.
It was such a disappointment, I think. People that go, oh, I loved it. Yeah, but I wanted to see Tommy Shelby standing there, grenades and everything going off behind him, and he's standing there holding the key to the city almost.
I think it would have been a good ending if they then gone and done another series. I think where it's because it's ended like that, but then you don't know what the film's going to be.
That's the point, that's true.
So we shall see. But yeah, so we've gone with Cobra Kai. It's the last season of that. Today, food was lovely. As I say, we popped out into London, grabbed some little bits from the food hall in Knightsbridge. Very, very nice.
Whereabouts?
Harrods.
Yes.
We did. It was very nice. Nice little change. Just a special treat.
It was something we don't do often. Well, to be fair, it was completely and utterly out of the blue.
Yeah.
We was in London doing the
exhibition.
Yeah, so it was like, what else should we do? Because we finished that quite early, to be fair.
Aye.
So it was like, well, what should we do?
You saw your whiskies.
I did.
And your cigars. And then we come back for the risotto. I really enjoyed that, guys. I used to love doing a risotto for me and Mum, and I haven't done one for years, to be honest. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Dan ate it all, so
I liked it.
He said it was just don't put the mushrooms in. So I was like, He only likes his mushrooms when he does them in his garlic butter
Right.
and everything like that. He doesn't like them in normal food.
I like them because I can taste the butter. They're nice. They're like spongy, and you can taste the salt on them. They are absolutely.
They're different to
crisp.
breakfast mushrooms, aren't they?
They
when
really
they're in
are.
food.
They just taste like earth. Then it changes the food that you're eating, and it just adds this another layer of.
Well, there's enough in there for 2 more portions of leftovers. So if you don't want it for lunch tomorrow, I'll have to freeze it.
Freeze it.
Because we've got pasta tomorrow.
What pasta is this?
We've got the 2 tortellinis. And I've got the sauce, and then there's still some parmesan left over. And garlic bread.
Oh, okay.
So yes, my lovelies, Cannon is flashing.
I'm going downstairs for a drink. Would
Yeah.
you like me to bring you one up?
Could you actually bring me the dragon fruit and lime water, please, that we
course.
picked up today? Because that is not as cold, and I'll probably down that before bed. So yes, we will see you tomorrow, and as I say, we will round out with the last dish, which is the pasta. Night-night.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.